Всем привет, дорогие друзья! С вами Буек, и мы продолжаем играть в Игру Престолов. Ну что, поехали, ребят? Так, давайте осмотримся. Так, сундук. Что у нас ценного в сундуке? Угу. Амулет. Сделаны из железноствола. Давайте взглянем поближе. Угу, братик сделал. Ясно. Что еще ценного? Брошь.
It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me. It once belonged to Lady Elena.
Подарок. Ясно. Что еще? Монетка.
Asher sent me this coin to remember him. What a strange place, Essos.
Письмецо. Письмецо от внука получил Федот. Тот его
Much excitement here in King's
в
Landing
лагере
for the coming
живет.
wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
Ясно. Так, идем дальше, посмотрим, что тут есть еще. Котелок. Взглянем поближе. Так, ничего ценного. Идем дальше. Угу. Книжица.
Wonders made by man, by Lomas Longstrider. A gift from Roderick.
Походу, все подарки от
I hope to see
семейства.
them all someday.
Ну и, конечно, чудесный вид из окна должен быть на Королевскую гавань.
King's Landing. I wonder if it's sunny at Ironrath today.
Не показали. От сволочь. Так. Письмо от мамы. Ну, почитаем.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
То есть надо будет как-то получить покровительство дома Тиролов. Ага. Кто-то стучится. Кто стучится в двери к нам? Ну, сейчас мы узнаем.
One moment.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can
Малец
come back
какой-то.
later if you'd like.
Давайте впустим.
No, it's fine. Come in.
Может, что-то интересное расскажет нам. Чумазый мальчонка.
Begging your pardon, milady, but you all right? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
I'm fine, thank you.
Будем
Of course,
оставаться
milady.
невозмутимыми.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady. You work for Lady Marjorie? I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
I'm her handmaiden.
That's what I thought. I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends. I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
О, Серсея.
They
Серсея та
appeared to
еще
be having
сучка.
some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but it was definitely an argument.
You were eavesdropping?
No, not at all. I was just passing by and I heard them arguing about House Forrester and...
House Forrester?
I thought you'd like to know. Forgive me if I was mistaken. I hope you're not in any kind of trouble. Most people don't tend to notice a callboy. Not in King's Landing, with so many lords and ladies about.
Ну да,
You see
такой
and hear all
шнырёнок
sorts of
мелкий.
things when people don't even know you're there. Good night, milady.
И тебе того же. О, Марджори.
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss.
Ну, пошли.
From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is
Как
beyond
трогательно.
imagining.
You're very kind, my lady.
Of course, Mira, but you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor.
Опа.
She was very pleased with herself. Her face was
Давайте
full of
так.
mirth as she said it.
How did you respond?
I told her you are one of my most trusted handmaidens, that you can hardly be blamed for the actions of your father and brother. Nonetheless, she demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort, for what I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her.
Опа.
I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with
Давайте
Cersei
так.
with the wedding so
Серсею
near.
лучше не злить,
do
это
I
еще
say?
та сучка.
Find a way to appease her. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear. See if the Queen Regent is ready to receive us. You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Ну да. Маску на лицо и вперед.
Good luck.
Спасибо. Опа, коротыш сидит. Стоит, вернее. Мелкий Тирион.
You can do this.
Ну, постараюсь.
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
I am
Давайте
honored,
так.
Your Grace.
Yet not honored enough to kneel, I see.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Ну, Марджори
they?
прикрывает
I beg
нас.
your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
Давайте так.
Joffrey is the one true king, Your Grace.
And yet, for centuries the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
Yes, Your Grace. They are traitors.
Будем
The
покорны и
Starks were your
смиренны.
liege lord, yet you name them traitors so easily. I take it this is the kind of loyalty the king can expect from you. If you have any loyalty at all. Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
He is the Warden of the North, Your Grace.
He is. And I the Queen Regent and Tyrion the Master of Coin.
The girl has a remarkable talent for answering questions while in fact saying nothing at all.
Да,
Old
я такой.
allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Давайте так.
To our mutual benefit, Your Grace.
And at the pleasure of your king. It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
Yes,
Давайте
Your Grace.
так.
I would do anything.
I see.
Хотя ж какая мысль его извращенную
What
голову
would you have the
прикинула,
girl
что
do,
это еще
Cersei?
тут вопрос.
It's not as if she fought
Cersei
beside the
это еще
Starks,
змея-то.
wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
Поискать так не найдешь таких.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
She was just following her heart, Your Grace.
And the very same heart so quickly led her to my son.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties
её не
were to become
проведёшь.
conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
Let the
would...
girl answer the question. Go on.
My
Давайте так.
loyalties would never conflict, Your Grace.
That's a coward's answer. I will not have my time wasted by a northern girl who thinks she can play games. Who do you choose?
Давайте
I
так.
must choose Marjorie, Your Grace.
Clearly your handmaiden does not have her priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
I'm not quite sure what to make of her. Not surprising, I suppose, for a northern girl, but not very encouraging either. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
Так, что нам скажет
I'll
Тирион?
walk you out.
А, любезно согласился
This may
провести.
come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton.
Ну, правильно делал.
We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your
Спасибо
family,
вам,
even under the
лорд
best
Тирион.
of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
You were brave to declare your loyalty to Lady Marjorie. No doubt she was pleased, but Cersei, she will not soon forget what you said. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I did it for
Давайте
Lady
так.
Marjorie.
As you should. And of course she has your best interests at heart. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the crown in this regard. Not her.
What are you suggesting?
I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous. In fact, forget I even suggested such a thing.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you?
Спасибо.
I'll consider it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
I hope we meet again.
Nothing would make Cersei happier. Until then, be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Ох, это точно. Гнездо еще то. Так.
Mira, I was worried. How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing. It's more than a little intimidating.
I'd rather not discuss it, if you don't mind.
Of course not. It must have been horrible. But at least it's over now. Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jaime. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah!
What? It's true.
Проказница.
And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour, which I doubt is Dornish for wife.
He is quite handsome.
And quite passionate, from what I've heard. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen? He does have a certain look about him, and he's always treated Lady Marjorie well. Which is more than you can say for his mother.
I don't want to be queen, no matter who I'd have to marry.
Don't want to be queen? You northerners. You'd make a perfect scepter. Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the 7 Kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden.
Ну, спасибо.
Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match.
Ага. По
Sir
пояс.
Bronn and...
What are you doing?
Что-то какая-то она недобрая.
Well, Sarah?
I'm sorry, my lady.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about. This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was rather disappointed by your display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over. King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen. Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you. Do you agree?
people are not always so easy to please. If you showed Cersei your true heart, she would stab it with a fork.
Ну, это
You
правда.
learn very quickly. Your words to Cersei were brave, but I know you must fear what the Boltons might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important.
Ну, давайте попросим.
I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
It's about my family.
I trust her.
Ну, давайте так.
Go on. Ask.
Forgive me, my lady. I wouldn't otherwise ask this of you, but my mother insisted. It's about my family.
Ramsay Snow. What would you have me do?
My mother fears our family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. She thought, if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. I know it's a lot to ask of you, and I wouldn't otherwise, but she insisted.
That is no small request, especially now.
I know, my lady, and I wouldn't ask this of you otherwise. But my mother has left me no choice. She insisted.
Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks. And now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire?
You can't, my lady. King Joffrey won't like it. Just think how he turned on Lady Sansa. Please, Lady Marjorie, I beg of you. I fear for my
Ну,
family's
поумоляем
safety.
немножко. Все-таки судьба семьи на весах. Может, что-то и разрулит Марджори.
I don't know, Mira. If Cersei were to find out...
Ну,
You're
давайте
the
так.
only one who can help me. You have power over him, Lady Marjorie, as no one else does. Not even his mother. Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
Спасибо ей. Надеемся, что она не обманет. И что это у нас? Снова Гаррет в пути на стену. Ух ты, ё-моё. Какие лютые крики.
Seven elves.
Это точно.
Let's play a little game, shall we?
А вот и Рамзи.
Did you know my ancestors wore the skins of their
Снимает
enemies as a
шкуру,
coat?
стервец. Ну что, ребят, на сегодня будем заканчивать. Что будет здесь дальше, узнаем в следующей серии. С вами был Буек. Всем пока.